Yeah, we in here. What's up? What's good? What's popping? What's cracking? What's percolating? What's really good in the hood is your man Theo Butler. And yeah, Grand Madam is already in here. Grand Madam, don't be playing. Grand Madam, how you doing today? How you doing today? Grand Madam is in the building. We here. We here for a good time, not for a long time. Y'all know how we get down. Y'all pull up, like, share, describe, all that good stuff. You an action figure fan. You a comic book fan. You an MCU fan. You probably want to check this video out. You a DC fan. You a Todd McFarlane fan. You a Valaverse fan. You probably wants to get you some of this right here. What's going on, Big Night? Tell them you probably want to get you some of this because some of this concerns you. Some of this concerns you, and this is going to be how can I put this? Y'all know how I say if you a fan, you need to touch these IPs all the way across the board. Don't just fall in love with them in one fashion. Yeah. Well, I'm a Black Panther fan. I am. So, you know, video game, I follow T'Challa, Funko Pops. Juju got that on lock, but I know they got there. Dr. Eve Ewing, her version of T'Challa is available as a Funko Pop. Movies. Well, not so much. Maybe if Buckmeister puts out a movie, if the Rock With Me Nation puts out a Black Panther movie, I'll be inclined to check something like that out. Not really doing anything in regards to the MCU. And therein lies the problem. What's going on? What's going on? Therein lies the problem. So I'm a firm believer in where there's smoke, there's fire. Because that smoke started for a reason. Okay. All right. So shout out to world class BSers. I'm trying to make sure I can use the video the way I can use it as in getting it properly monetized. So I'm gonna watch what I say. Shout out to world class BSers. Y'all know what that stands for. Shout out to Valaverse. Yeah, that's what that is. Valaverse making it do what it does and everything like that. And there's this other gentleman out here. I just recently came across his page. I rock with him. I'm an action figure collector. Don't do that. If you collect action figures, you talk about action figures. I'm gonna pick up what you put down. I am. Make sure this brother gets his full. This is a brother. This is a brother, by the way. I rock with the brother. Make sure we can open this video all the way. And his video is titled "Stop Rooting for Hasbro to Lose the Marvel Legends." This is Lyles. Lyles Figure Files. Lyles is a brother, older brother, and everything like that. Lyles, that's Lyles. Y'all go check him out on YouTube and everything like that. And he has some concerns in regards to what was going on with the Marvel Legends. Why folks should not want to lose that. Y'all give me a second here. I'm gonna make it do some stuff. See what I got going on. Give me I'm coming right back. See that? We back. We back. Javon, what's going on? So Bobby from Valaverse has a video out. He dropped a video yesterday. So let me tell you what I'm looking at. Stay with me here. The Captain Marvel movie. You know, the movie that was sandwiched between the Avengers movie, Infinity War, Endgame. Those action figures didn't do well. They did. That's merch. That's part of what they look at when they talk about how much money a movie then made, because they made that merch trying to promote the movie. They did. Well, those action figures didn't do well. Then there's the Eternals wave. That wave did not do well. It's at Alex. That entire wave that's costing somebody some money. We don't need to act like action figures that's made to support a movie that wind up in a discount store or doing that movie any justice. Oh, no, 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 no. That means the person that was in the movie theater wasn't pressed to do anything else outside the movie to support the movie. Think about what I'm saying. And I'm talking action figures. Well, there's clothing that goes along with that as well. You know how people be having t-shirts and everything like that there? There's that. Well, if you saw Captain Marvel, how many females you saw walking around with Captain Marvel t-shirts? Even today, in 2024, because that character that showed up in more than one MCU movie, do you see anybody repping that character? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. No, you don't. Not even in cosplay. The eye test. Well, if I look at that's going on, Hasbro did just lay off some people. They are talking about relocating. These are all facts. Like, this is stuff that's actually taking place. Well, you know, I reported it. They ain't releasing but 3 action figures for the Captain America movie. When have you ever seen? That's new. 3, that's it. Like, they, even for the Black Panther 2 movie, they released the High Toots Zeraze. That was a comic book action figure to go along with the MCU. They ain't doing none of that. You're not even getting a Falcon comic book version. You ain't getting a Captain America comic book version. Hell, you ain't even getting a Joaquin Torres Falcon action figure. No, you just got that. They ain't even giving you no Captain America villains to go. There's no Crossbones, and God knows you could use a new Crossbones villain, right? Right. They can help flesh out the Serpent Society. They are in that damn movie. They got Sidewinder. They could have gave us a comic book accurate version of Sidewinder. They didn't even think enough to give you Sidewinder, Gene, call it. They only giving you 3. They only giving you 3. And let me help you out. Those are deluxe action figures, $39.99, $39.99, $39.99. Well, that's $120. Okay, do the math. What's a 7-figure action? What's a 7-figure wave looking like? 7 times 25. 7 times 25. That's the normal bill. You normally getting ready to run up a $200 tab paying for a Marvel Legends wave. This one, and mind you, they didn't even go so far as to give the red She-Hulk, I'm gonna say the red Hulk, Harrison Ford's face. No, you low key, even though they're presenting this as an MCU version of the Red Hulk, no, low key, this is a comic book version of the Red Hulk, because this Red Hulk looks nothing like Harrison Ford. Well, why would they be doing that? Why you pulling back on the money on the action figures that you put out? Real quick, because I don't know. What was the last Marvel movie they put out? Can somebody tell me in the comment section what was the last MCU movie they put out? Something come out this year. I don't want to act like that. Did an MCU movie come out this year? Hold on. Y'all help me out. Did an MCU? Oh, wait. Deadpool and Wolverine. You know, I really don't count that as an MCU movie. I don't. Do you know what figures sold? They gave you a Wolverine action figure from that movie. They gave you a Deadpool action figure from that movie. They gave you a Colossus action figure from the previous Deadpool movies. That's it. That's it. They ain't give you no Gambit. They ain't give you no Wesley Snipes looking blade. No. They ain't give you no electric. $24.99 times 3. How many people you think bought that? Because that's the umpteenth Wolverine action figure. That's the umpteenth Deadpool action figure. Hold what you got. I'm finna help y'all out for a quick second. Remember when I said that Colossus action figure? I'm going on over here to Marvel Legend, Hasbro. I call it Marvel Legend. Hasbro Pulse right now. Y'all give me a quick second. I'm going on over, slide on over here and everything like that. And I'm gonna type in Colossus and I'm gonna see what I got going on. Because I think I know what I'm looking at here, but you know, Colossus. Let's see what we got. He's not sold out. Y'all need me to say it one more time. That action figure ain't sold out. There is a financial investment that Disney paid, Marvel, paid Hasbro to make that action figure. They ain't get no return on the investment. Okay. All right, let's do this. Let's take a look at Marvel Legends recently released. And you tell me what you think. Gambit. Gambit is sold out. Why? I don't know. Everybody and their mama got Gambit. This new Dark Avengers, Carol Danvers, she sold out. I got a pretty good idea because folks want that Miss Marvel look. And this ain't Warbird. This is Miss Marvel. Okay, well, she sold out. Neither of them deluxe figures from the Captain America movie are sold out. Hell, the new Sentinel that they just made, you know, the tall one that looked like X-Men 97, not sold out. Kane the Conqueror, the one in the chair, not sold out. The Vulture from the Spider-Man animated series, 2-pack, yeah, sold out. That's a different looking Vulture though. And if you're not a fan of the Vulture being old looking and bald head, why you bought this? The Secret Wars. Well, the Beyonder sold out. Of course, the Beyonder would be sold out. That's the first Beyonder you got. Spider-Man in the black suit is sold out. Everybody and their mama loves Spider-Man, though. That is the umpteenth Spider-Man action figure in a black suit. Wolverine is sold out. Yeah, it's umpteenth Wolverine, but yeah, it's sold out. Captain America? No. Iron Man? No. Crystal and Lockjaw? That's a 2-pack. No. Green Goblin? Yeah, that's the umpteenth Green Goblin. So I'm thinking what winds up happening with these, I'm not thinking, I know. What happens with these figures that are sold out, because folks wasn't able to get those action figures the first time around, they snatch them up when they drop them again. But you only going to be able to go to the well so many times with certain action figures. The Outriders, they dropped them this year. A little late in the game. We don't think that should have been released during the MCU's heyday. Infinity War, Endgame, okay. Punisher, Bushwhacker. Don't know why folks might want that Punisher, don't want Bushwhacker. All the characters from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, but they don't scale with your standard Marvel Legend because they're done in an animated fashion. Death's Head. Why and what for? No. He ain't sold out. Been released for Ollie's. Wolverine in regular clothing. We probably just need more action figures in regular clothing so we can just swap off the head sculpts, but we'll get into the nuances, the niches of that later on. Let's see what else we're looking at here. Jean Grey, Phoenix, ain't sold out. Helverine, ain't sold out. Lilith, ain't sold out. Damien Hellstrom, ain't sold out. That ain't the version anybody wanted. Moon Knight, why? What for? And all you did was give this the same action figure just with gold accessories. Dracula. So you remember when I said where there's smoke, there's fire? Remember when I said Hasbro has been laying off people? Remember when I said Hasbro is having to relocate their headquarters? Remember when I said Hasbro is only dropping 3 action figures from this movie when normally they drop 6 to 7 action figures? You remember when I said all that? Well, shout out to Lyle. Lyle had some concerns. He did. I'm gonna go over those concerns that Lyle addressed. I'm going somewhere with this one. Thank y'all so much for putting up. Y'all could have been anywhere else. It's Sunday evening. Y'all decided to pop in. What's going on, Shaka Hopper? What's going on? We in here. Now tell them we in here. What's going on? Everybody, Professor Film. What's going on? Javon Bless. So here's what Lyle had to say. And I understand why Lyle had to say it, but I'm going to throw some counterpoints on here in regards to what Lyle had to say. Now, Lyle's thing was he doesn't want folks to be campaigning for Hasbro to lose the license to Marvel Legends. Now, mind you, I told you I watched Lyle's video earlier last week. I'm, okay, I just notched it where it is. But then I got Bobby Valor. I got his video popping up yesterday, and where he says the licenses for Marvel Legends and Star Wars are about to expire. He asked the question, should he pick it up? Now, he understands that anybody that picks up that license, what Marvel Legends they're going to be looking for is you got to be ready to go right then and there, because they're not going to want a lull in their product being put out. So anybody that applies for those licenses, you ready to go. You ready to rock and roll. Like there's no beat being missed. So Lyle addresses that. He answers that question. Too many characters random to start, and this is in no certain order. And shout out to Lyle. I love older brother doing this thing and everything like that. Too many characters, random characters to start over, i.e. who would do a Machine Man, Arnim Zola, Egghead, Union Jack, Lilith, Executioner, Puff Adder, Spiral, or Show from the Starjammers, Magma Amaro. Those are all great questions from an action figure collector. A comic book fan, Lyle, that works at the toy company is who would do that. That's my response. A comic book fan would give you those characters, except they just wouldn't come out all over the place. Watch where I go with this one. Egghead is an Avengers villain. So if somebody was working at Hasbro decided to give you an Avengers villain wave, maybe a retro Avengers villain wave, you would get Egghead. You would get Ultron. You would probably get a Jarvis action figure. You would probably get an Eric the Red action figure. Probably would. Definitely a Yellow Jacket and a Wasp action figure. If somebody that knew comics knows, they would know this character and know the relationship that this character has with other characters. Thus, you would get a wave that makes sense, Lyle. See what I just did with that one? Because I understand your concern, but your concern is because there are people working at Hasbro that aren't comic book fans. Here we go. You said Arnim Zola. That's a Captain America fan. So if I give you Arnim Zola, maybe I would need to give you a Red Skull action figure, 2 Zemo action figures, father and son. Let me see. I could give you, there's another guy with an Oculus or whatever. I could give you, that's a wave. That's a wave that makes sense. When we say the Executioner, well, that's a story arc, the Executioner song. Well, all I would need to do is go pull up that story arc if I'm a comic book fan and give people characters from that wave that make sense with the executioner, as opposed to just randomly throwing the executioner out there. Wrong. Where's the Space Knight wave at? We getting that. That's the problem with Hasbro. They just throwing action figures out there, not in a complete way. The next move for Hasbro might be Chapter 11. I'm gonna have to talk to Grand Madam. Deadpool and Wolverine, Blade, Elektra, and Gambit set would have been fire. Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, that would have been the movie. You're absolutely right. That would, and you could have they could have gave people them action figures. You could have had a Wesley Snipes head sculpt, a Channing Tatum head sculpt, and a Jennifer Garner head sculpt. You absolutely right. Folks would have lit it up, because all of those actors and actresses have fans that would have felt that synergy and jumped on it. So, Puff Adder. He mentioned Puff Adder. Well, why we haven't gotten a Serpent Society wave? Why release them one at a time here and there? That's the problem with Hasbro. Now you got to ask yourself a question. Will somebody be able to do it better? Because Puff Adder just being a Build-A-Figure by himself makes no damn sense. Orb just being released the way Orb does. Does Orb not play a significant role in a storyline in Marvel Comics? We're comic book fans. We don't remember that storyline. We could have got a Nick Fury, the man on the mountain, or the man on the wall. We could have got that. We could have gotten a comic book version of the Watcher Build-A-Figure. We could have got that. We could have got Bucky. We could have got, say, Winter Soldier. That's a story arc. We could have got Old Man Cap. That's Old Man Cap. We ain't got Old Man Cap. Old Man Cap is a part of that story arc. What we doing? What are we doing? If we say we're fans of these comics, then we know Hasbro ain't been putting out waves that make sense in a minute. And if we can look, be honest with ourselves, and look at, shout out, I don't really rock with them anymore because of certain things. But if we looking at Valiant, if we take a look at Valiant Renegade, Marvel movies have not been doing well. Well, who went to go see the Marvels? Who went? Now, if you went to go see it, what else did you do to support it besides just going into the movie theater? Did you buy any merch? Because I can tell you where them action figures at. They at Ollie's. That means somebody took an L between Hasbro and Disney. Somebody took an L on putting that merch out. You know what that's like. You pay for stuff up front before thinking you're going to get a return on your investment. It don't work out that way. Well, how many people you see bragging about the Kamala Khan Miss Marvel action figure? How many people you see showing that action figure? How many people you see showing the Carol Danvers action figure? Hell, Marvel's son is a part of that wave. Who talking about it? Tiana Paris got an action figure. I got it. We talking about it? No, we're not talking about none of them action figures for that way. We're not talking about none. What did we just talk about on this channel the other day? How much sense does it make for Hasbro Marvel Legends next year, 2025, understanding that you got Black Bolt sitting out there, Medusa sitting out there, and you put them in Walgreens. You just dropped Triton last year. You just gave us Lockjaw and Crystal. So what would be, I'm sorry, not Triton, the dude with the karate dude, the martial arts dude. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name. So what would be the logical next step for Hasbro Marvel Legends? You're only missing two. You're only missing two action figures from the Inhumans. that's Triton and Gorgon. And what did they do? Give you Triton and Black Bolt. Who wasn't keeping up in the quality control department? Who thought, which one of them three that love to show us them action figures when they do they Hasbro post, which one of them three thought that was a great idea? Hey, let's give them Black Bolt. We already got it out there, but let's give them Black Bolt, install them out on Gorgon. How much sense did that make? How much sense? Yeah, Karnak, thank you so much for that. How much sense did it make for them to, when they call themselves completing the new Warriors wave at last, where they gave us Speedball, they gave us Justice? What is that name of reader that they gave us? Who asked for that? Who asked for that? So you split the base of your consumers. They either go and buy it and not buy the OG name of reader when you drop her, or they not gonna buy that one and they just gonna cuss. That's the other thing. Now you got people out here customizing action figures, and some of the customizers give you better quality work than what Hasbro is giving. I get it. I get it. We got questions, but too many questions makes me think there's something going on, as in Hasbro might be saying to themselves, maybe we don't need the license to Marvel Legends. Maybe they don't need it. Can we sit up here and say the partnership between Hasbro and Disney Studios is working to their benefit when you put Star Wars in the mix? Not knocking anybody. I'm not a Star Wars fan. Thus, I don't have a dog in the fight. But what I can tell you is this. Every time they put out a Star Wars show on Disney Plus, they put action figures out to support it. If you're a Star Wars fan, can you honestly tell me you going out there to go buy those action figures? What I mean when I say that is there are those of us that are Black Panther fans. So we keep each other in the loop in regards to Black Panther merch. We talk about it. It's a talking point. If we get together, if somebody comes across some new Black Panther merch, whatever it is, we share it with one another. Okay, if you're a Star Wars fan, are you receiving that same type of energy in regards to Star Wars action figures? And I know you're not if you're a Power Ranger fan, because Hasbro owns that IP outright, and they just gave that license to somebody else, subsidized it to somebody else, and they're not putting out any new Power Ranger content. No, you want Power Ranger content as the viewing audience, you got to do something you're not accustomed to as a Power Ranger fan. You got to go to the comic books. That's where your new Power Ranger store is showing up. Well, what does that do for the action figure? Look, what does that do for the action figure? Everybody don't read. Well, I can tell you Hasbro ain't putting out Power Ranger action figures like that. They're not. Ain't nobody interested. They own the Indiana Jones IP. You seen the Indiana Jones movie lately? How about an Indiana Jones cartoon? How about an Indiana Jones series on Disney Plus? You seen it? Ghostbusters. Own that one too. When the last Ghostbusters movie you saw? Did you go get you some Ghostbuster merch? Because they sell it all over there on Hasbro Plus. Yeah, you can get the car, you can get the action figures, you can get the little trap that you put the ghosts in and everything like that. You can get your little gun and everything. All that over there. You know some Ghostbuster fans? Do you know some Ghostbuster fans? They got any of that stuff? Just the Star Wars stuff has been subpar for the most part. And you know who's suffering? The toy company. Because every time they put out some Star Wars stuff, Disney got to get their cut. Well, they not prospering. The Disney Plus fans not holding up their end of the bargain when it comes to stuff like that. Now, if you're a Marvel Legends fan, you a Marvel Legends fan? I'm a Marvel Legends fan. Let's go. Let's play a game. This is the Q&A portion. Q&A portion. My brother D-Real, he has some Q&A and everything like that. Don't go nowhere. We're going to talk about the Jake Paul fight. We are. Don't go nowhere. We're going to talk about the Bulldogs and the Tennessee Volunteers and SEC football and the college football playoff. Don't go nowhere. We're going to talk about the Steelers playing the Ravens today. Don't go nowhere. But you a Marvel Legends fan? I'm a Marvel Legends fan. Let's play. They got Spot up for pre-order. We got Austin C. Theo. I was listening to Bobby, the owner of Valorverse, saying that Hasbro stocks are down and they might lose that Disney license and McFarlane might be trying. I don't want Bobby. I need Bobby to handle his business. Bobby, we don't want McFarlane to have the license. We want you. Not like that. No Diddy. Pause. Feel like I got to throw it out there. But we got the Spot. Anybody checking for that? This the animated version now. This the one from the Spider-Verse. Black, Vice White. Anybody? Bueller? Nobody? Okay. Gambit. I got Gambit already. Anybody over here checking for Gambit? Anybody need a Gambit? This is classic Gambit. Anybody need Gambit? Because they gave us Gambit, I don't know how many times last year in 2023. Classic Gambit, retro card Gambit, Gambit 3-pack in the Jim Lee costume. Anybody need a Gambit? Because this new Warbird, this lie that they telling, the Dark Avengers version of the Warbird, anybody need that? Anybody want it? Anybody checking for it? Because for me to check for it, because Kara has her midriff showing. I'm not doing this. No, because I would need me some flesh-colored paint for her stomach. All right. Red Hulk, Captain America, Falcon, nobody. Okay, all right. Sentinel, no. Kang in the chair. I already got Kang. My wife is beautiful when it comes to customizing furniture for action figures and stuff like that, so I don't need this. But Kang, anybody? Where's 2.0 Black Goliath? Where's 2.0 Marvel? Blue Marvel. Oh, we gonna get there. And I love your questions. I love your questions, Big Austin. Spider-Man in the black suit. Anybody want that? Spider-Man with this little goofy looking shield. It's a goofy looking shield. It is. It's one of them things, one of the stuff we used to have back in the day. You hold it at one angle, it changed. You hold it at a different angle, it changed. That's so damn cheesy, and that's exactly what they put in there. Anybody want that Spider-Man? Nobody? Okay. Titania, yeah. But this Titania that's supposed to go toe-to-toe with the She-Hulk is not as tall as the She-Hulk. That's crazy. All right. The Beyonder, of course. But why are we just not getting the Beyonder? You see where I went with that? Why is the Secret War? Because this old. Why is the Secret Wars wave just now coming out? Because this old. This storyline been over with. I read this as a kid. We didn't want to get this out a long time ago. And then we got Titania. Where's the Wrecking Crew? Absorbing Man wasn't in that storyline? Didn't the Wrecking Crew beat the holy heck out of She-Hulk? This would have been a perfect time to bring back the Wrecking Crew as action figures. And do we know why? Because second-hand sellers are killing it when it comes to the Wrecking Crew. Why didn't we do that? Loud, that's the question. And that's what's going on in regards to Marvel Legends. The stuff they do don't make no damn sense. There's no synergy there. None. Did we really need another damn Wolverine action figure? Another Captain America action figure? Who asked for that? Where's the Wrecking Crew? Now that would have moved mountains. I'm of the mindset a Secret Wars wave, Titania, Absorbing Man, the Wrecking Crew, which is 4 figures, right? So we got 6. And then the Beyonder would have been number 7. I don't know what to do with that, because that would have made all the sense in the world. Okay, you threw Iron Man. Damn it. Here we go. If you want to make sure folks have Iron Man, why not just release an Iron Man wave with 7 different suits of armor? You could do that once a year and kill the game for no reason. Oh yeah, we're gonna drop that Iron Man suit of armor. Bobby, don't have me come at your office. If I'm an executive at Valorverse, this is what I'm calling for. We need an Iron Man wave, 7 figures, suit 1, what, Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark, go all the way up to Mark 7, let Mark 8 be a builder figure, or a Hulkbuster. If you know the comics. If you know the comics. And who's buying the action figures? It's either the movie fan or the comic book fan. What do you need to happen? If it's the movie fan, you got to support with action figures. You need the movie to do well. You need the movie to do well. If you talking about Marvel Comics, because I want us to understand, folks don't know Marvel characters as well as they know DC characters. So there's a name brand built in with DC characters like there's not with Marvel characters. So you can put out a Batman and Robin movie with horrible writing, average acting. Folks not gonna care. You know why? They gonna want the Mr. Freeze action figure. They gonna want the Robin / Nightwing action figure. They gonna want the Batman action figures that's in their regular suits and in their winter suits. And do we know why? Because that's a brand. That's a brand, that's a fandom that Marvel characters to this day still ain't got, even though the MCU been running rampant. Because I can ask the typical MCU fan, can you give me an Iron Man villain that you ain't seen in the MCU? Do you know him? They're gonna be like, huh? Yeah. Who else you got for me as an Iron Man villain besides Justin Hammer, besides Whiplash, Ivan Vanko, and besides the Mandarin? They're not gonna know. Well, the comic book version of Whiplash is sitting right out here right now on Marvel. I'm gonna say on Hasbro Pulse, and it's not sold out. The action figure is not sold out. It's sitting right there. My question is this: if you know Marvel Comics, why didn't you give us an Armor Wars wave? You need me to say that again? Where's the Armor Wars wave at? That's a storyline sitting right there. And I don't believe anybody, you ever done a Stingray action figure. Oh, that would have been beautiful. A Stingray action figure. Let me see. You could have gave us, God knows we need an updated version of the War Machine action figure. Who else we could have got? Could have gave us the Tony Stark action figure, Armor War. And you could have gave us 4 villains, because we don't know how to give villains. You could have gave us 4 Iron Man base villains. Respectfully, Bobby from Valorverse used to work at Hasbro, and he was talking about this matter. He's saying things are not looking well at Hasbro when it comes to Marvel license and stuff. Yeah, he isn't. Now I tell him a lot of these ways are linked to the MCU, hence the problem. Yep, that's the problem. Just like the MCU, nothing is making any damn sense. Not at all. Also, Marvel Legends skips out of accessories. They do. They do. They do. And Austin, once again, big question, great question on where's the Black Goliath 2.0 and the Blue Marvel 2.0. Once again, these are characters that are part of story arcs or are a part of a group with another character. And you got Marvel Legends doing stuff randomly. Randomly don't move the needle. The ROM Space Knight wave. ROM is the only Space Knight in that wave. ROM is the only person in that wave that has any damn thing to do with space, by and large. I mean, you giving me a they are giving us a what's the word? What's that dude? An Adam Warlock action figure. 2. Anybody remember Adam Warlock and ROM crossing paths? I don't. But if we gonna combine that way, then where's the rest of my Guardians of the Galaxy from that? Or where the rest of my Space Knights at? If that's what we're going to do, where's Starhawk at? Where's Charlie 27? If that's what we doing, because you're getting Adam Warlock, that character, that version, when those characters in those versions were around, where they at? What is? But you didn't think nobody knew about them? You didn't think anybody would want to see Lyle. This goes back to your question when you said, who knows about these random characters? Well, Lyle, you know about them because you're a comic book fan. I know about them because I'm a comic book fan. So that begs the question, right? And me and you both know we Black. These characters ain't necessarily catered towards us, right? Right. Well, if we know about them, and all we are YouTubers, content providers, social media influencers, what that say about the people at Hasbro that work there? I don't believe in us. I don't believe in speaking to us with fear. I'm of the mindset, Marvel Legends, because I understand Hasbro to be a separate company. They have the Marvel Legends license. What you need to do is partner up with somebody who knows and understands Marvel. There's a difference between somebody just wanting to make money and somebody who knows and understands. The person or people agency that knows and understands, they're not going to let you get into this where you taking L's and everything like that. Because if I can pull either from the movie side of the house or from the comic book side of the house, I ain't taking no L. I ain't taking no L. You know which characters in the comics are fan favorites and which ones fans don't give two damns about. You know that. Don't nobody give a damn about Marvel's son. Marvel boy, nobody cares. You say that one more time, you put that action figure out, the only thing folks gonna do is say that's Quicksilver. And you shoot yourself in the foot when you put that action figure out and then put out Quicksilver later on. Because now that action figure can't be Quicksilver. You ain't gave nobody Wiccan and you ain't gave nobody Speed. So guess what they doing? They looking at that action figure, and that action figure is now Speed. Nobody has that action figure. Well, it's a few. But you ain't gave nobody the Dark Avengers wave, right? Right. Where's the Dark Avengers wave? Where is that wave? While we talking about, we didn't drop Carol Danvers in her Warbird costume, Moonstone in her Dark Avengers Miss Marvel costume, and we dropped a 3-pack with what? Iron Patriot, Dr. Doom. Don't know when he's been a member of the Dark Avengers, but never mind. Iron Patriot and Taskmaster. Where was the wave for the Dark Avengers? Because I got folks still trying to figure out where's the Thunderbolt wave at. So you got a Thunderbolt wave you could have gave all villains, a Dark Avengers wave you could have gave. That's 14 action figures with the potential to be 16 with builder figures. Where's that at? Have we got a great Hawkeye action figure yet? Sky Cycle. But that's not the Hawkeye from the Dark Avengers, though. Do we have Wolverine that's actually Dakin? Do we have that? No, we don't. That's why you're losing money. And that's why, truth be told, if Hasbro is getting ready to lose this license, as long as it ain't Todd McFarlane, I ain't mad. Here's what I'm looking at. And they may be like, Theo, you looking at, no. Here's what I know what's going to happen if Bobby Valor gets it. One, he used to work at Hasbro. Two, his action figures by and large are built no differently than Hasbro. They ain't. Bobby gives a damn. Oh, ain't gonna be none of this. Well, we ain't got but X amount of hands. We ain't got alternate head scope. Oh, no. Bobby gonna give you the alternate head scope. Mask on, mask off. Bobby gonna make sure you got it. That's what that is. You're gonna get the accessories. And do you know why you gonna get all that? Because Bobby not dumb. Bobby will know how to pass that off to the consumer. What do you mean? Well, when you look at Valorverse, he does gear packs. What do you think he would do if he had the Marvel Legends license? He gave us a vehicle, the Vanguard. He only charged $189 for it? 180, 179? How much did they want for the Hell Charger? The Vanguard seats 8. It seats 8. Think about what I said. It seats 8. How much do some of us pay for that G.I. Joe helicopter? Let's not move in fear. Let's not. If you've been rocking with me like I've been rocking with you, like I've been rocking with you, like you've been rocking with me, you know we've customized quite a few of our own action figures. We have. You know we got Hunter. You know we got Shorty, Griot. You know we got Queen Mother Ramunda. We got that. We had to make it do with our Hatu Zaraze because they ain't give us. Think about what they skimped out on with the Hatu Zaraze. They gave us 2 guns and that was it. They couldn't even be bothered to give us the shoulder harness. Just think about that for a second. They couldn't even put it where the shoulder harness was part of the upper torso. You know, where it looked like it was separate, but it was actually part of the. No, none of that. They said, here you go. You do enough stuff like that, you'll kill your business. I'm gonna keep these notes and everything like that. In regards to the Mike Tyson fight, Jake Paul, I said it last night. I said it's also said out of the Spider-Man cartoon series figures that Hasbro has made, they have never made a Robbie Robinson, Jonah Jameson assistant. Nope. And folks looking at stuff like that. Folks looking. I was talking to Kevin from Fan Plastic Toys. I was talking to him in regards to the hand packs that Bobby is putting out. Valorverse. One of them has a set of black hands. I'm of the mindset that's probably where I'm going to go get that. But here's the thing. It's different because what I look at, and it's not right, it's not wrong. It's just reality. When you specialize in black action figures, you don't have the access to other stuff that folks who specialize in white action figures do. The alternate head sculpts, no. The alternate hands, as my brother Kevin said last night, he got a whole bunch of hands. I can't say that it's somebody that likes customizing black action figures. No, what I would have to do is go get all my hands and dip them. That's what I would have to do. But why I can't have what everybody else has? So Ultimate Hawkeye with the purple mask and red eye goggles would fly off the shelf. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I don't know why they didn't give us a Heroes Reborn wave, a Heroes Return wave. Like, what we doing? Them waves sit right there. Comic book fans know what's out there. You could have gave us a Hawkeye in a brown and yellow costume that low-key looked like Wolverine. You could have gave us that whole wave. Thor, Iron Man, Giant Man, that whole wave. That whole wave. And then watch this. You want to talk about synergy? Todd McFarlane has this thing where he calls it page punches and everything like that. You could have released that action figure, Heroes Reborn. And just like you gave folks that little small behind shield that don't nobody care for, you could have put little small diorama pieces that look like the comic books from that story, from that wave, from that story arc. You could have put them right there in the action, with the action figure, and folks would have ate that up. But hey, I'm just a consumer that knows what they want to spend their money on. So that's what that is. In regards to Jake Paul, I know people had some questions, some concerns in regards to Mike Tyson is 58 years old. And as I said to my brother D-Real last night, it's sad that a lot of Marvel Legends are ending up at Ollie's discount store. Yes and no. Yes and no. I said, Theo, what you mean yes and no? Yes and no. See, I'm in the customizer mindset right now. And as I said, I got my Wakanda, so I'm doing real good. I'm low-key don't necessarily want any damn thing else, because when I got into this, it was all about Black representation and Black imagery anyway. So starting and ending with Wakanda. So I'm looking at my Wakanda right now. I'm like, okay. Like, when I say that, if I look at everything I've done since I got into this, my goal was to be able to do what Ta-Nehisi Coates did in his second run with Black Panther. If you don't know what that means, he had every Marvel Black superhero in Wakanda, damn near. Well, that's my goal with my action figures. And this me patting myself on the back, this me chest bump, this me fist bumping, the Rock With Me Nation and everything like that. I go give my wife a hug and a kiss later on. We good. We good. We good. Do we not have Killmonger? Yeah, we got him. Do we not have Hunter? We got him. Do we not have Casper Cole? Midnight Angels? Yep. Dora Milaje? Mm-hmm. High Truth Zadaze? Yep. Border Tribe? Mm-hmm. Jabari Tribe? Yep. I'm looking at the River Tribe right now. You be like, Theo, River Tribe, what you mean? So you're a Marvel Legends collector. I'm a Marvel Legends collector. You got a Barry Morto action figure? I got two. Ain't Barry Morto wearing green? Well, now this Barry Morto in your action figure collection. Barry Morto ain't got to be a bad guy. He don't, because honestly, Barry Morto is a whole white dude in the comics. So this is somebody brand new. Well, don't the River Tribe wear green? I say, don't the River Tribe wear green? Oh, yeah, they do. Okay, Shangamire. Somebody say they wanted Shangamire. 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 Okay, well, that's not Fastos. I don't know who the hell that is. That ain't Fastos. But he do have on purple though. He do. Ain't Shangamire, kind of old, Okay, well, I got Shangamire. See, I did that. Well, I don't need nothing else. Then. Theo, would it be incredible if someone made a city of Wakanda diorama? Man, we working on it. Austin, we working on it, man. It's been a 4-year odyssey. I just want you to know we working on it. Myself, it's folks dedicated to working on that. Myself, Mr. Ray Smith, my brother D-Real, Kamoyo, hell, even Diabolical Nerd. My wife is off and on in regards to diorama set pieces and everything like that. We working towards that. Like you know, you can't do nothing without the action figure, so you got to have that first. But you need to know we working towards it. We work. My goal is to have a Wakandan diorama set piece that we could take to Comic-Con. And of course, to take it to Comic-Con, it would have to be where you couldn't move it or anything like that. But I want a diorama set piece because we do it, we put it on a shelf and everything like that. But I want to see it, if not be a part of it, where we do for Wakanda what somebody else that did for Metropolis, somebody else that did for Gotham, somebody else that did for New York. So yeah, that's what that is. So yeah, we working towards it. You do have people of the Rock With Me Nation that are dedicated to making that dream a reality. So we not sleep on it. That is very much something that we want to do. But even when we look at the Eternal action figures, I'm gonna get that whole group of Eternal action figures. Just to let y'all know something, because I was looking at something today. Every last one of them Eternals is gonna become a Wakanda. That's what that is. And then y'all like, Theo, what you doing? I know this look like Luke Cage. I know it do. I know it look like Luke Cage. It does. But I'm of the mindset this could be gentle if I change this head sculpt, and take this yellow off and just put some tattoos on. That's gentle. Put a little X right there in the belt. Yeah. We ain't overcooking the grits. But in regards to Mike Tyson, that's 8 rounds, 2 minutes apiece. $20 million. What was y'all looking for? Because I didn't buy it. I didn't buy it, but was y'all looking for him to go in and do what he used to do 30 years ago? 40 years ago? Like, I'm hoping that ain't what nobody, like, I hope that ain't what nobody was looking for him to go. I'm to the younger people, because, you know, Rock With Me Nation, everything like that. You don't do that. When you get older, the best way I can equate it like this. I was all that in a bag of chips a few years ago. When I say a few years ago, I'm talking about like 20 years ago. Could go to the club, song come on, and I would make it do what it do. Dancing. Make it do what it do. If you from Florida and you remember Uncle Luke, remember the mail down? Pump, pump. Yeah, I could do all that. They used to think I was a striker. Some of y'all know what that means. Some of y'all don't. Those of y'all do. Yeah. But I could go out there and do some of the moves nowhere near as long. See, I could do the striker moves back in the day, 10, 15, 20 minutes. Just get No, I'm only giving you probably about a good 60 seconds right now. That's all you getting up out of me. Why? Because my chest gonna start beating real fast. Then I'm gonna get lightheaded. That's what's gonna wind up happening. I'm gonna start seeing lights flashing all around me and everything like that. Y'all remember the last Bad Boy movie when Martin got up there? He was like, and he was just doing like that. And next thing you know, he just slowed down. It. Yeah, that's what happened when you get old. You got to pace yourself. So if Mike if Mike and Jake had a conversation prior to, please don't hurt me. Well, Mike wasn't just looking at, well, I ain't gonna hurt him. I need to make sure I don't do nothing to hurt myself. I'm 58 years old. Yes. And Father Time, unless you LeBron James, clearly, is undefeated. So if you feeling some type of way about what happened in the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight, go look in the mirror. Go look in the mirror. Go look in the mirror, because you should be mad at yourself. That ain't Mike's fault. That ain't Jake Paul's fault. What I will say is this, like I said last night, Jake Paul is done in my mind, but that's me. How many of us gonna keep putting money in his pocket? I don't know, but no, you can't fight nobody else like that no more. No, you got to go fight. You got to go fight. Anybody that's gonna make an excuse for him, Father Time catches up with all of us eventually. We can't escape that. Well, not at all. You think I would go out to the flag football field right now, even talking trash? But watch this. Why would Jake Paul talk trash to a 58-year-old? It's a lose-lose situation. If you get beat by him, you got beat up by an old dude, regardless what his name is. If you beat him, you beat an old dude, regardless of what his name is. Cats playing flag football. Man, I burnt him. He damn near 60, dog. You supposed to burn him. If you can't get round, if you can't go deep on the dude that's 5'8", did not play college football, did not play professional football, and you in your 20s, if you cannot skin him up deep, you ain't got no reason talking trash. If you Jake Paul and you all that and a bag of chips and then some, when it comes to putting hands on people, then this is your last exhibition fight. And anybody that's a boxing fan will let that be known. So that's what that is. That said, moving right along, like I said, Mike did his thing, Jake did his thing, get that money. Anybody, I'm feeling some type of way because I'm looking at a compilation of these sparring sessions with Mike, and he had all this energy before. I got to sell the fight. I got to sell the fight. Listen to me. I was not pressed to move on that fight at all. I was just like this. With Jake Paul fighting Mike Tyson, I know what should happen. I know what should happen. It's like Roy Jones said, Roy Jones Jr. That dude it rhymes with spiller, but it's got a K. I'm trying to watch what I say. That dude is a spiller. That's all he know. I ain't never seen. If Roy Jones felt like he needed to get right and still felt like he got hit in the chest, Roy Jones said his whole body was sort of whole weak. Well, me, you, I, us, those are Mike Tyson fans. We've seen Mike destroy people with body shots. Did you see him hit Jake Paul in the body on Friday? Everybody has testified to Mike's blows when it comes to the body. Did he? Okay, never mind. Like I said, bro, get your money, get your guap. I didn't even need to see you fight Jake Paul, to be perfectly honest with you. I'm good with you, but I understand the football calls me every now and then. I be wanting to lace the cleats up and go back out there, and it's real easy because I keep the cleats in the house. But I ain't got no football in the house, so that stops me. Moving right along, Georgia, Tennessee. Georgia was ranked number 7 going into that game. I'm going to say Tennessee was ranked number 5 going into the game. Georgia was ranked number 12 heading into the game. They saying Evander Holyfield may come back. Man, they need to stay home. I understand y'all want to get some of that change and everything like that. Stay home. Stay home, do something else, get your money up, get you some sponsorship deals or something like that right there and everything like that. Anybody trying to do all that? I don't want to see it no more because I remember the greatness that y'all had back in the day. I don't want to see Evander fight no more. I don't want to see Mike fight no more. I don't want to see Riddick Bowe fight no more. I don't want to see George Foreman fight no more. No. I'm good with what I got. I'm good with what I got. I don't need to see that no more. So Georgia yesterday taking on Tennessee. They on the outside looking in, were on the outside looking in, could be still on the outside looking in regards to the college football playoffs. I had talked about the fact that my concerns in regards to their offense wasn't necessarily Carson Beck as much as it was Mike Bobo. Well, what did we see last night? Georgia comes out. They want to get aggressive, and the receiver drops the football. I'm a Georgia Bulldog fan, so I'm going to go ahead and put it out there like that, like this. Georgia being a top-tier program, Kirby Smart is doing an incredible job when you take into consideration what he's been working with. And I just want you to think about something real quick. If you follow college football, because you hear about stellar receivers going to this program or going to that program. Well, when's the last time you heard about a stellar receiver, 5-star receiver, a receiver coming through the transfer portal that was going to light it up, go to Georgia? In regards to these quarterbacks, these dual threat quarterbacks and things of that nature, when was the last time you saw this quarterback that's all that in a bag of chips, either A, going to Georgia as a freshman, or B, transferring to Georgia? Lest we forget, Stetson Bennett was a walk-on, but he did possess the dual threat capability. And what has Kirby Smart said about Carson Beck? He's an athlete. Well, last night, what we got to see was Carson Beck play football like he was an athlete and not just a drop back quarterback. What do we get in regards to Georgia's offense? They started using the tight ends. But if we think about it, when Georgia was making pushes for the college football championship, what were they doing? Wasn't Brock Bowers getting the ball a lot? He was. Well, if I'm not mistaken, Georgia has been recruiting very well at the tight end position, 4-star, 5-star, and everything like that. Last night was the first time we saw them use the tight end. And what did Tennessee have a problem doing? Keeping up with the tight ends. Seems like Mike Bobo adjusted his play call. Could Georgia still make it to the college football playoffs? They should. But then again, they got to handle business. If I'm not mistaken, they got UMass this week, and then they got Georgia Tech. What does that say about everybody else in the SEC? We're going to see. We're going to see. But if Mike Bobo can come out and call aggressive plays, Carson Beck can do what he did last night, play turnover-free football, Georgia should be good. They should be good. I'm not making any predictions because the offense has been too inconsistent, but I like what I saw last night in regards to their offense bouncing back. They've had some troublesome games here recently. Carson Beck did perform. The running game struggled. Defense, but then again, if you play defense, sometimes you get mad at the offense for not putting up points. And this is how you let it be known you pissed off. Pittsburgh versus Baltimore. I did take Pittsburgh -3. They won by 2. What did I tell you was, I didn't tell you what was going to happen. I merely said what history has shown. Pittsburgh has always performed well against Lamar Jackson. Pittsburgh has always performed well against Derrick Henry. So Pittsburgh snuffs the run game. They don't allow the passing game to take over to replace the run game. And they do just enough on offense to get the dub. Nothing but field goals. My wife said that was a close game. I said, yes, it was. But close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. So we're going to take this W. What does that mean for Baltimore going forward, though? Because I think that's the first thing that we got to talk about. Baltimore now falls on the season 7-4. Well, if not, but they entered the game 7-3. Pittsburgh entered the game 7-2. Pittsburgh is now 8-2. Baltimore is now 7-4. What does that mean for Baltimore? Well, you first of all, nothing if you ain't got the studs on the defensive side to do anything about it. It don't mean nothing. Lamar Jackson is still Lamar Jackson. Derrick Henry is still Derrick Henry. It's just that that's a rivalry game. That's a rivalry game. So the road to the AFC North. Now, here, who's the number 2 seed now in the AFC? The road to winning the AFC North goes through Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh plays, if I'm not mistaken, let me take a look here at my fancy dancy glasses here. As I said before, I didn't think between the 3 games or the 6 games that they had in conference or in division, they would lose all 6. Well, they won one of them today. So we're going to keep looking. Bleacher Report. That's why I go to Mike made a business decision. I'm not getting mad at him over it. No, not at all. Man, go get your money. I'm not mad. I don't need to see him do it that more. Mike, as he told a young lady who was interviewing him about this, he doesn't believe in legacy. He cannot believe in legacy, but he's leaving a legacy. A damn good one, if you ask me. So we're gonna take a look at this right here. Like I said, we ain't here for a good time. We're here for a long time, just to keep it in perspective, keep us up to speed, what we were discussing and everything like that. I do believe there are issues with Hasbro Marvel Legends. I do believe Hasbro is, as Kamoyo said, looking at making some business decisions in regards to the IPs that they're using, but it's not a good look because they are cutting back. They're cutting back on distribution. They're cutting back. A lot of their product is still available. They're cutting back on employees. So that's never a good thing. If I take a look here and I look at Pittsburgh's schedule, next week they got the Browns. What we thinking? They're going to lose? And the Browns are coming to Acrisure Stadium. No, they're going to go play the Browns. They're at the Browns and they're at the Bengals. We like them to drop both of them games and win at least one of them. So their upcoming slate of games include the Browns, the Bengals, the Browns, the Eagles, the Ravens, the Chiefs, and the Bengals. They got 7 games remaining. We think they're going to lose all 7 of them? The Chiefs got to come to Acrisure Stadium. The Bengals got to come to Acrisure Stadium. And the Browns got to come to Acrisure Stadium. I don't know. I don't think it's going to look like that. And then if I'm looking at the Ravens, what they have left, they got to go to the Chargers. They got to play the Eagles. They got to go to the Giants. They got to play the Steelers again. They got to play the Texans at the Texans, and they got to play the Browns. We thinking Baltimore done losing games? let me do this. Let me go over this real quick because I want to see if I missed something. Also, the Chiefs lost today. Darryl said he was nervous about it. So the Chiefs lost 30-21. The 49ers lost. The Falcons got skin up. The Titans lost. The Patriots lost. The Browns lost. The Jaguars got humiliated. The Jets lost. And the Bengals got a game at 8:20. So you see where this separation going, right? Yeah, it ain't that damn. Now, mind you, what are the Chiefs gonna do? The Chiefs have only lost 1 game, and the Steelers have only lost 2. Just think about that for a second. And they got to play each other. You know, Andy Reid like to sit people, right? Andy Reid like to sit people. Well, I don't know if Mr. Reid gonna be able to sit people this season, He like to sit people. The Steelers ain't lost but one game, but 2 games. And when I go look at their schedule, they play the Chiefs the second to the last game of the season. Saints kicked the Browns, but time for the Steelers to run the table. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, that's my time. I'm out. I told you we was in here for a good time, not for a long time. I do believe there's smoke. There's fire, right? I do think there are some questions in regards to Hasbro Marvel Legends. While I would not have an issue with Hasbro keeping the Marvel Legends license, I cannot tell you as a consumer that I don't see the problems. They're not, Lucasfilms aren't doing well. The Star Wars franchise is not doing well. Thus, they're not generating interest. They're not doing anything with the Ghostbusters. They got the Dungeons and Dragons IP as well. They're not doing, and when I say doing anything with it, you got to keep consumers involved. You got to keep consumers engaged. Well, do you see anything regarding? Now, I don't have cable TV. I don't get down like that. Do you see any commercials regarding Dungeons and Dragons merch? Power Ranger merch. You seen a Power Ranger you seen a Power Ranger commercial? Well, how much sense does it make to have the IP and you're not making no money off the IP? They got wrong. Anybody seen a Space Knight? Cartoon, comic book, anything. Boom Studios, Dark Horse, anything regarding wrong? Okay. Bobby, the wrong Space Knight wave would go hand in hand with the Praetorian action figures you got. I ain't saying, I'm just saying. Listen, I'm out. Like, share, subscribe. Let folks know what's going on. If you have any other comic book ideas, action figure ideas, and everything like that, hit me up. Let me know. I'll take a look at it. We come back. We chop it up and everything like that. But in the meantime, in between time, keep it Wakanda. Take care of yourself. Till next time, Don Cornelius, Chadwick Boseman, I wish each and every last one of y'all love, peace, and soul. We out.